I wake to the smell of warm milk. Real cow's milk, not the powdered stuff Mom used to buy labeled calcium boost. It drifts in soft and sweet, mingling with toasted bread and the gentle sizzle from the kitchen. My eyes open. Daniel's living room. I'm on the couch, blanket tucked around me, knees pulled up like a kid. Soft yellow light from the table lamp spills across the ceiling in hazy streaks. I don't remember falling asleep. Only Daniel guiding me inside, Lisa wrapping me in her arms. Then everything fading to black. Robert, Daniel's dad, sits in the armchair across from me, holding 2 steaming mugs. He's not in a suit like my father. Just an old t-shirt and shorts, silver hair thinning, face creased with lines and the kind of smile I've ever seen on a grown man. He sets 1 mug on the low table in front of me. Drink up, kid. Warm milk helps you sleep deeper. You were out cold. Crashed right at the door and didn't stir for over 3 hours. I push myself up slowly. My hand shakes when I take the mug. Heat seeps into my palm. So comforting I almost lose it right there. I take a small sip. The milk is sweet but not cloying, rich without being heavy. Feels like a hug from the inside. Thank you, sir. I rasp. My voice sounds like it hasn't been used in days. Robert nods, no barrage of questions. He just sits there, looking at me, not judging, not pitying. Just the steady gaze of a father watching his kid. Lisa comes out of the kitchen carrying a plate of buttered toast topped with strawberry jam. She sits beside me, sets the plate gently on my lap. Eat something, honey. No rules here about what or when. If you're hungry, eat. If you're tired, sleep. I stare at the toast. Butter melting into the bread, bright red jam glistening. I pick up a piece, take a tiny bite. Salty sweet butter floods my mouth. My throat closes. Not because it's delicious, though it is, but because no one has ever brought me food like this in the middle of the night without asking why I'm home late, without demanding today's grades. Daniel shuffles in from the hallway, hair wrecked, eyes still heavy with sleep, oversized t-shirt, bare feet padding across the floor. He doesn't say anything, just drops to the rug right in front of me and leans his head against my knee like a cat claiming its spot. His hand finds my wrist, thumb brushing slow circles over the back of my hand. You're awake, he murmurs, voice rough from sleep. I nod. Tears prick again. I try to swallow them down. Can't. They fall into the milk, making tiny ripples. Lisa reaches over, wipes my cheek with the pad of her thumb. Gentle, like she's soothing a little kid. Let it out, sweetheart. Cry as much as you need. No one's going to judge you here. So I do. Not loud sobs, just quiet tears sliding down, soaking into my jeans. Daniel squeezes my wrist tighter. Robert stands, rests a big, warm hand on my shoulder. Solid, reassuring, the kind of touch that says I've got you without needing words. Get some more rest, he says quietly. I'll drive you to school in the morning. Don't worry about a thing. There's room for you here. I look up at him, vision blurry. You aren't going to ask? About me and Daniel. Robert gives a small, sad but not bitter smile. Why would I? I see my boy happier than he's been in years since you came around. The rest? That's between you two. Lisa and I just want you both safe. Loved. That's it. Lisa adds, voice soft and steady. You don't have to be perfect here, Michael. No grade requirements. No performance reviews. Just be you. That's enough. I turn to Daniel. He lifts his head, eyes red but mouth curved in that familiar half-smile. Told you, he whispers. You've got a home now. I nod. Words won't come. I just pull him closer, bury my face in his hair. The scent of acrylic paint, warm milk, home, all of it mixes together. Robert stands, dims the living room lights until only the small table lamp glows. Sleep. School tomorrow. I'll have coffee ready early for both of you. He and Lisa head to their room. The door clicks shut softly. Daniel tugs me down onto the couch, pulls the blanket over us both. He spoons me from behind, chin resting on my shoulder. Night, Michael. I close my eyes, heart still racing but not from fear anymore. from peace. I dream of a small, slightly messy house filled with laughter, the smell of warm milk and fresh toast. And in the dream, I call it home. Not because it's perfect, because there I'm loved, no conditions attached. The next morning, the sky is this impossible clear blue. Sunlight pours through Daniel's bedroom window, spilling pale gold stripes across the wood floor. I wake up early, lying still, listening to birds chirping in the backyard and the quiet clatter of Lisa in the kitchen. Daniel's still out cold beside me, one arm draped over my waist, his breath steady and warm against the back of my neck. I don't move. I'm scared to wake him. I just stay there, feeling the heat from his chest spread through me, chasing away whatever cold was left from last night. Then the doorbell rings. Not the casual ding-dong. Sharp, insistent. Lisa goes to answer it. I hear Robert's low voice, then hushed murmurs. I sit up, heart kicking hard. Daniel stirs, eyes bleary, but his hand finds mine instantly. "You okay?" he whispers. I nod, even though my throat feels like sandpaper. We walk out to the living room. Lisa and Robert are by the door, facing my parents. Dad stands rigid, black suit perfect, face blank. Mom beside him, clutching her purse like a lifeline, eyes red but holding it together. They look at me, not like I'm their son, like I'm a stranger. Lisa speaks first, voice gentle but firm. "Come in. Let's talk like adults." Dad shakes his head. "No need. We're just here to say a few things." He looks straight at me. Those eyes, once proud when I brought home straight A's, once soft when he taught me to ride a bike, are ice now. "Michael, we're here to take you home." My stomach drops. I glance at Mom. She stares at the floor, lips pressed tight. "Home." My voice cracks. Dad nods. "But on one condition. You end things with that boy. You see a therapist. You get back on track. If you agree, we'll forgive you." The door's still open. The blood drains from my face. My grip on Daniel's hand tightens so hard he winces, but he doesn't pull away. Lisa steps forward. "You too. These kids are just in love. They're not hurting anyone. They just want to live honestly. Can't you accept that?" Dad lets out a short, bitter laugh. "Love? This isn't love. This is deviance. Sickness. I won't let my son live in that kind of perversion. I won't have the family name dragged through the mud." Mom speaks, voice small. "Michael, come home, honey. I'm scared you'll suffer. This place, it isn't your home." I look at her. She still won't meet my eyes. Just stares at the floor like she's ashamed of her own words. I swallow hard, throat burning. "I'm not going." Dad's eyes narrow. "What did you say?" "I'm not going." I repeat, louder this time. "I'm not ending things with Daniel. I'm not getting fixed. I just want to live." Silence stretches. Then Dad nods slow. "Fine. You've made your choice. From now on, you're not my son. No tuition money. No home. Nothing. Don't ever come back." He turns. Mom looks at me one last time, pain flashing across her face, but she says nothing. She follows him out. Car doors slam. Engine starts. Tires crunch down the driveway, fading into the distance. I stand there, legs shaking so bad I have to lean against the wall. Daniel wraps his arms around me from behind, chin on my shoulder. "Michael." No tears come. I'm all cried out. Just this hollow cold spreading through my chest again. Lisa steps over, pulls both of us into a hug. "You didn't lose anything, sweetheart. You've got us." Robert claps a hand on my shoulder, voice low and warm. "Kid, I'm proud of you. Choosing yourself, that's the hardest thing in the world. And the bravest." I nod. Can't speak. Daniel squeezes my hand tighter. "I'm here. Always." I look out the window. Their car is long gone. The street's empty, sunlight still blazing gold. The last tie of blood just got cut. It doesn't hurt as much as I thought it would. There's this strange lightness instead, like I finally slipped off an iron collar I've worn my whole life. I turn to Daniel. His eyes are red, but he's smiling, small, real. "Come on." Let's get to school. I'm driving you today. I nod. Yeah. We walk out the front door hand in hand. No more hiding. No more fear. I lost everything. And in losing it all, I finally found freedom. Daniel's room is ours now. Not separate spaces, just one small corner in the cramped bedroom. An old desk shoved against the wall where my textbooks stack neatly next to his piles of sketchbooks, and the double bed we've shared since that first night. Every morning I wake up to him curled on his side, arms still slung over my waist like he's afraid I'll disappear in my sleep. No more money from my parents. No bank account. No new phone, no fresh clothes. Just the old backpack and the few shirts and jeans Lisa washed and folded for me. Strangely, I don't feel deprived. I feel light. Daniel drags me to the little coffee shop 3 blocks from the house. The place is called Brew and Sketch, an old brick-walled spot with worn wooden tables, the air thick with freshly ground coffee, sketch paper, and printer ink. The owner, Sarah, is a middle-aged woman with purple-streaked hair and a nose ring. She grins wide when Daniel introduces me. This is Michael, my boyfriend. He needs a part-time gig. He's smart, works hard, and he's terrible at making coffee, but he washes dishes like a pro. Sarah sizes me up head to toe, then laughs loud and bright. Minimum wage plus tips. Afternoon shift, 3 to 9. Start today. I nod, fingers twisting the hem of my shirt. Heart racing, not from fear, from excitement. The first time I'm earning money for myself. First shift is a disaster. I scald my hand with steamed milk, drop spoons, turn a latte order into a cappuccino and then back again. Customers chuckle, but no one snaps. Daniel's behind the counter next to me, pulling shots and stealing glances, winking every time I mess up. It's fine, he murmurs when he brushes past, hand grazing the small of my back. Take it slow. By the end my feet throb, my back aches from 6 straight hours standing, hands red from hot water, nails crusted with dried foam. But when Sarah hands me the little envelope of tips, a handful of crumpled singles and quarters, my fingers shake as I take it. This is mine, not Dad's allowance, not Mom's future investment savings. Money I earned sweating, feet screaming, smiling at strangers. I walk home exhausted, legs heavy, but my chest feels weightless. Daniel got off earlier and is already at the desk, sketching. He looks up when I step in, that easy smile spreading. How was it? First shift. I hold up the envelope, voice rough from fatigue. I made money. He stands, wraps his arms around me from behind, presses a soft kiss to the nape of my neck. His breath is warm. I'm so proud of you. I turn in his hold, look into those dark brown eyes. Still deep, still kind, still seeing me without judgment. I never thought I could do it. I was terrified, Daniel. Scared we wouldn't have enough. Scared I'd fall behind in school. Scared everything. He takes my hand, leads me to the bed. His thumb traces the small burn on the back of my hand from the steamed milk. You don't have to be perfect anymore. Just try. One day at a time. I've been working here since last year. We'll do it together. Keep today's tips. Tomorrow buy something good to eat. Or get me more charcoal. Whatever you want. I smile, not forced, not polite, real. Then I lean my head on his shoulder. I want ice cream. Vanilla. With you. He chuckles low, pulls me closer. Deal. We'll leave early tomorrow. Grab some, eat it on a park bench, watch the stars come out. That night I lie next to him, listening to his steady breathing. My hand rests on his chest, feeling the slow, even beat, no longer racing from fear. It beats from tiredness, from quiet joy, from freedom. I'm not the glass-caged boy anymore. I'm Michael learning to stand on broken pieces. Hands rough from dishwater, back sore from long hours, but my heart feels wider open than it ever has. Every day I learn how to cook, even if I burn things, how to count tips, how to smile through exhaustion. And every night I come home to this small, cluttered house full of laughter, where Daniel waits, where Lisa asks, "Rough day, honey?" where Robert claps my shoulder and says, "Good work, kid." For the first time, home isn't a place I have to earn. It's the place that chose me back. The university entrance exam hall is in the oldest building at the far end of campus. Faded white walls gone yellow, ceiling fans rattling like they're about to drop any second. I'm in the middle row, desk 47, HB pencil sharpened to a needle point, blank answer sheet spread out in front of me. The proctor drones through the rules, but I barely hear her. All I hear is my own heartbeat. Not pounding from fear anymore, just anticipation. Real anticipation. I glance out the window. The school courtyard is exploding with purple crepe myrtle blossoms. Petals drift down every time the breeze moves. This year's exams came earlier than usual, or maybe time just feels faster now. A few months until graduation. A few hours until the end of 3 years of grinding. Not to please anyone else, but to crack open a door for myself. The bell rings. Proctors hand out the papers. I look down. Math, the subject I used to dread because Dad would go over every practice test with a red pen. But today the fear is gone. I pick up the pencil and start. My hand doesn't shake. My handwriting is still neat, but it's looser now. A little slanted, like the soft, curving lines Daniel draws when he's sketching me. I work slowly, double-checking every step. Not because I'm terrified of mistakes, because I want to be sure. Sure I gave it everything. Not for someone else's approval, but for me, and for Daniel. When the proctor calls time and collects the papers, I set the pencil down. My chest feels light, not because I know I aced it, because I showed up. Not under pressure, not chasing Dad's shadow. I took the test for the future Daniel, and I keep talking about. A tiny apartment downtown, a corner desk for his sketches, a coffee shop where we both work shifts. Evenings curled up together with no more hiding. I step outside into blinding sunlight. Down the stairs, petals catch on my shoulders. I scan the gate, no biological parents waiting like so many others. No dad with a water bottle, no mom with that tight, hopeful smile asking how'd it go. Just empty space. Then I see them. Lisa and Robert are at the side gate, away from the crowd. Lisa's in a simple floral dress, holding a canvas tote with cold water bottles and 2 boxes of her homemade cookies. Robert's wearing his beat-up baseball cap, umbrella open against the glare. They don't wave wildly. They just stand there, smiling the second they spot me. I walk over, legs shaky not from exhaustion, from feeling too much. Lisa pulls me into her arms the moment I'm close. Tight, warm. She smells faintly of lavender and the flour still on her hands from baking. You did great, Michael. Whatever the score, we're so proud of you. Robert claps a solid hand on my shoulder. Drink some water, kid. Sun's brutal. When we get home, I'll make those short ribs with onions you like. I take the cold bottle. Tears prick, but I smile, real, no effort. Thank you both. I didn't think you'd come. Lisa ruffles my hair like I'm still small. Why wouldn't we? You're our boy. Finishing exams means someone's gotta be waiting. Daniel comes jogging up from behind, hoodie soaked dark with sweat from sprinting over from his own testing room. He's breathing hard, but his eyes are bright. You done? I finished early, ran straight here. He wraps both arms around me right there in front of everyone. No hesitation, no glance around. Hands on my waist, chin hooked over my shoulder. How'd it go? I nod, voice rough. Good. I think I did okay. He grins, leans in and kisses my cheek. Quick, natural, like it's the most ordinary thing in the world. Knew you would. You're my Michael. We stand there, the 4 of us. A family stitched together without blood, but stronger than anything I've ever known. Crepe myrtle petals drift around us, purple fire in the sunlight. I tip my head back. No glass ceiling. No bars. Just wide open sky. I didn't take this test for Dad anymore. Didn't take it to prove I was worth something. I took it for the life ahead. The one with Daniel beside me. Lisa cooking dinner every night. Robert teaching me how to fix a bike chain. Mornings waking up wrapped in the person I love. And for the first time I feel grown. Not because of scores. Not because of a diploma, Because I learned how to choose myself. And how to choose the people who choose me back. I lace my fingers through Daniel's. He squeezes. Let's go home, I say. He smiles. Yeah, home. Graduation takes place on the school courtyard under a June sun that's bright but not brutal. Flame trees blaze red in one corner, petals drifting down whenever the wind stirs. I stand in the middle row, dark green gown, square cap slightly crooked because Daniel fixed it this morning with a quick tug and a grin. My fingers grip the hem of the robe, not from nerves, but to keep my heart from hammering out of my chest. My name is called Michael Carter. I walk up the steps steadier than I expected. The principal shakes my hand, polite smile in place. I take the diploma, thick paper, black ink crisp and clear. Not Harvard, not Stanford, just a state university degree. Ordinary on paper, but mine. Earned with tips from the coffee shop, late nights hunched over the little desk. Daniel brewing me coffee when my eyes burned from staring at notes too long. I step down, scanning the stands. No biological parents in the front rows like so many others. They're at the very back, near the exit. Dad in his black suit, Mom in pale lavender chiffon. They don't clap, don't stand. They just sit, watching from a distance. Dad's eyes are still cold, but the anger is gone, replaced by detachment. Mom looks down, twisting a handkerchief in her hands. I meet their gaze for 1 second, then turn away. No hate, no regret, just release. Daniel is waiting at the bottom of the steps. White gown, hair wind-tossed, the biggest, brightest smile I've ever seen on him. He runs over, throws both arms around me right in the middle of the crowd. No hesitation, no glance around. Hands on my back, chin hooked over my shoulder. You did it, Michael. You graduated. I hug him back, face buried in his hair. Still that faint whiff of acrylic paint, even though he didn't sketch today. Just sun, flame tree blossoms, and freedom. Lisa and Robert stand a few paces away. Lisa's wiping her eyes but grinning ear to ear. Robert claps my shoulder, voice low and warm. Proud of you, kid. Now let's get home. Mom's got cake waiting. We take pictures, 4 of us, hands linked. Daniel's arm around my waist, Lisa's around my shoulders, Robert behind us with both hands on our shoulders. Not a perfect studio portrait, just a phone snapshot. Sun glaring, eyes squinted, but the smiles are real. After the ceremony, we don't head straight home. Daniel takes my hand, pulls me toward the beach near campus, the same stretch where we used to sneak off when everything was still secret. The sea is calm today, waves lapping gently, sand hot under our feet. We kick off our shoes, walk barefoot along the waterline. Cool surf brushes our ankles, washing away the last of the sweat and tension. Daniel stops, turns to face me. His eyes catch the late afternoon light, sparkling. Do you regret anything? I look out at the water. Steady waves, endless sky, not a single cloud. No glass cage overhead, no bars holding me in. Regret what? Ask. The old family, what you lost. I stay quiet for a moment. Then I squeeze his hand tighter. I lost one family, but I found another. I lost the cage, but I got the sky. Daniel smiles, pulls me close. He kisses me. Slow, gentle, right there under the setting sun and the sound of the sea. Not our first kiss, but the first one in broad daylight, no fear, no hiding. When he pulls back, he whispers, "What's our future look like?" I look at him, then back at the ocean. We'll rent a little apartment. You paint. I work at the coffee shop or keep studying. We'll cook together even if we burn everything. We'll argue over stupid things, then make up by falling asleep holding each other. And every night we'll come home, to a real home. He nods, eyes shining. Sounds perfect. We turn back, hand in hand. Lisa and Robert are waiting at the parking lot. Car already running. They smile when they see us. Come on, you two. Cake's waiting at home. I climb into the back seat beside Daniel. He laces our fingers together the whole drive. Not much talking, just holding on. Through the window, the sky shifts to soft orange. No more glass ceiling. No more shadows. Just open sky. And I know the road ahead won't be easy. Money will stay tight. Society will still have its stares. Some nights the old nightmares will jolt me awake. But I have somewhere to come back to. Place called home. Place with Daniel. A place with love that doesn't come with conditions. Place where I'm finally free.